Okay, good to be here. You know, it's a privilege for us to be over here playing in this series. It's a special thing for our league, for our organization. So we take it very seriously that we get this honor to be over here. So it's a great experience for our players, obviously being here, and they've handled it really well, as you'd imagine. We were very lucky with our organization to be able to do this and do it first class, and the logistics of everything, it's just been outstanding. So with that said, we have had a good week of practice, which we had to have. It was a good Wednesday back in Berea. Then Thursday did a good job handling that, which is a unique day. And then today really is a normal, quote-unquote, Friday for us. And I thought the guys did a really nice job. So huge challenge this week against a good football team, a team that we have a lot of respect for just from their players, their coaches. It's going to be a very, very big challenge for our football team. But I'm excited for these guys. But with that, I'll take any questions.
Kevin, Greg appeared on the injury report yesterday. You have him questionable. When did the injury happen? Wednesday? When did that happen?
Yeah, I think Wednesday. Maybe there was something lingering maybe from the game, but Wednesday.
I know you listed him as questionable. Is this something you feel like, right up to the game time, or do you feel like,
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, it's he's working through it, so we'll see.
How about Jack? Jack is also questionable.
Yeah, I'd say similar there, Mary Kay. He's has been pushing really hard these last few weeks, so I'm hopeful, but we got to get through the next few days.
Kevin, what went into the factors for travel schedule, practicing Wednesday in Berea, and how are the players? How do you see them acclimating to the travel and the change of?
Yeah, there's a bunch of different ways to do it. I know some teams come in early, some teams come in late. We kind of came right in the middle there on Wednesday night. We just felt like it was important for the players, coaches to have as normal Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday as you can, because that's the bulk of the game planning for the coaches. That's a very big work day for the players on that Wednesday. So we felt like that was the right time. And then, as you can see here, they make it very easy on us to have a normal Friday practice. The facility here is outstanding, and everything went really smoothly.
What about tomorrow? Do you go to the stadium? Or you just
We'll stay here, yes.
Do the kickers go to the stadium?
No.
Can you talk about how Dylan has looked, how he's handled the week? Again, it's a weird week. How is he doing?
Yeah, he's handled it as you would expect. Mary Kay's been on top of everything, preparing. He's diligent about his preparation, so spending a lot of time with him. As you know, when you're on these trips, you get to spend a lot of time together. Any given moment you can go grab some time to go sit and watch some film, so he's taking advantage of that.
For a rookie to come in and kind of this early in his career to get to start and gain the respect, because Grant and Joel all talked about how impressed they've been about him. What does that say? What does that say about Dylan, and how do you feel like he is? What he's done to kind of earn that?
Well, I think all these guys are different, and with Dylan, he's unique and he's very mature. But also, his college career was like no other in terms of experience. So he can lean on that experience in these situations. But he's not all rookies are the same in terms of their experience, whether they come in. We have some guys that were 20 years old when we first drafted them, right? And then you have some guys that have been in college for 6 seasons, like Dylan, and he's like Tom Callahan's son. But he's got a lot of experience that he can lean on in these moments.
Coach, welcome over to London. Are you able to clarify the situation behind Dylan now? Is it still Joe Flacco as the number 2 and Shador at number 3?
Yes, Joe's the backup. Shador's the emergency quarterback.
So having made the move now with Dylan moving ahead of Joe, what would Shador need to do to move himself up?
Yeah, all of our players, and I'd include Shador in this, are working extremely hard. We just finished our period after practice that we do every single day. Just finished a red zone 7-on-7 period where Shador and the rest of the younger guys are working on 10 reps. So he needs to continue to do exactly what he's been doing and continue to do what all these guys are doing, which is just keep working.
Was there anything factored into with Brian Flores' very difficult defense in Minnesota? Did that play a role at all, or is that a factor you thought about with this decision at quarterback?
Yeah, Coach Flores does an amazing job. I have a ton of respect for Flo and that entire defense, their staff, their players. So it is a huge challenge whether you're, a seasoned vet or a rookie. It really doesn't matter. It's a big challenge any which way.
In terms of the tackle situation for Dylan heading into this game, a little bit of uncertainty there, obviously. Do you know if Cam is ready to go on the left side?
We'll see. Mary Kay, he's done a nice job in everything we've asked him to do. He's very intelligent. He's played in a bunch of different systems. He's played over here quite a bit, so he's kind of giving everybody tips of London. But he's coming along, so we'll see.
And as far as Jack is concerned, how beneficial would it be for your lefty QB to have Jack over there?
Sure. I think obviously we've been trying to get the right combinations there and see who's healthy. And Jack's working back. And like I said, I'm hopeful, but needs to see how he does over the next 48 hours.
How do you feel playing against your ex-team, fancy that you know so much as musical?
Yeah, it's always exciting when you can go up against a team that you know people well. You know, for me, so many coaches change, players change, and there's so many people in that building that have been there for a long time. And I was there as a young coach, and there's still some people there that I stay in contact with. So it'd be great, probably in pregame, to rhythm up and say hi to some people.
What do you see, Coach, from Minnesota as a team? They've had some problems keeping, like in Dublin last week, keeping the quarterback upright. Do you see anything from that team that can help?
Their offense or their defense, you say?
Offensively, Castle Wentz was sacked
Right.
6 times in Dublin. What do you see from their offense that you can hopefully keep them quiet?
Well, obviously, you know, every game is a challenge, and every game is a different, unique challenge. And for us, we need to focus on doing all the things that we do in our system and understand that they'll have a plan for our rushers. They'll have a plan in terms of how they want to attack this game. But we just have to make sure that we stay true to who we are.
How do you plan to stop? How do you plan to kind of stop? You know, when they've got Jordan Addison back on the field alongside Justin Jefferson. How do you?
Yeah, they're two, I mean, great players, and they do an excellent job moving them around. You know, Justin Jefferson is elite. Addison is really good. I mean, he can make every route. He can get down the field with unbelievable speed. So it's a huge challenge. I feel like every week you're going up against some of these guys that are just they're world beaters. I mean, this is a really good group of playmakers.
How did Miles move around out there today? How did he look? And are you kind of relieved that he doesn't have an injury designation today?
Yeah, I think he looked like himself. Obviously, moved around well, and you know that's a credit to Miles to get himself ready for these games.
Cam, Wyatt was saying earlier in the week that, you know, you know, that, you know, at the end of the day, plays are plays. You know, it doesn't matter, you know, they don't ultimately change that much. What's the biggest thing he had to do to transition from where he was in Houston to here? What's kind of the biggest hurdle?
I think for any player, when you get to a new place, it so often is terminology and translating one word that means something to another word that means something that's the same. I mean, then you get into you can get into it where our word may not mean exactly what he had a similar code word. So there's just a lot of unlearning that has to happen. Fortunately for us, he's very intelligent. He's been in a bunch of different systems, so he's kind of heard it all, quote unquote. So he's done a nice job with this week. We'll see how it goes over the next 48.
Coach, one unique element that you have with London this week is James Cook coming home.
Yeah.
Can you talk to us about how impressed you've been with him so far in the organization?
Yeah, James has done an outstanding job with us in just a short amount of time. You know, we were just talking about the period that we do after practice for our young players to develop them, and that's really James is running the show there. And we are at the Cleveland Browns. We're very intentional about development, and having a guy like James heading that up is we're very fortunate.
How would you specifically kind of spend the Saturday before a game back in Cleveland, and how's that going to differ this weekend?
Yeah, I'll probably see a lot more of the Grove, you know, go for a walk. Yeah, Saturday afternoons are kind of just get off your feet and watch TV or have the TV watch you.
In terms of, do you think either of your rookie receivers that you guys signed off the practice squad will have a chance to contribute this weekend?
Yeah, I think so, Mary Kay. I think both are young players that we're trying in different areas, see where they can contribute, whether it's offense, special teams, but really like how those guys have been working.
Coach, how much did this being an international game contribute into this being the first game that Dylan's going to start?
Did not really factor into it. You know, there's a lot goes into making decisions like that, and certainly understanding that we were traveling and those type of things. But really, ultimately, when you're making those decisions, you're trying to just do what's best for the team.